My tankard was empty, which meant my cover for lingering alone in the crowded tavern was gone, and I was out of time. My informant hadn't shown, and if I didn't leave now, I'd be late. I'd have to be missing limbs and bleeding out in a ditch to be late. Resigned, I stood and pulled my hood over my curly brown hair. I wove between jostling bodies, careful not to hit anyone with my sword scabbard. At least I could finally get out of this void hole, no disrespect to the owners of the lazy mule. Wyvern preferred open skies and quiet. Even in my Diora, my true human-like form, I had unusually keen shifter senses. I hated the smoky air that carried the scent of ale, savoury food and humans, elves and shifters. Clattering dishes, conversations, laughter, and the squeak of chairs pushed on my ears. The people of the Ladreshian Empire were certainly enjoying their holiday. An elf with white hair and a sunburnt nose turned and bumped into me, barely saving the 3 mugs he carried from spilling. "Sorry, miss," he mumbled and scurried off. At the door, I cast one last glance over the raucous crowd. An elf tossed her head, and her strawberry blonde hair swung with the motion. A human with black skin used his water mage power to channel his ale into his mouth, in a failed attempt to impress a girl with sleek dark hair framing her pale face. She rolled her eyes, and her pupils flashed, reflecting the candlelight with a yellow-green glow. Probably a wolf shifter. So many people, but not one wore a 2-tone cloak. Stifling a sigh, I stepped outside. Immediately, tension eased from my shoulders. Late afternoon sun shone through wisps of clouds, warming the late spring air with the promise of summer. Traffic along the wide dirt thoroughfare had thinned. Ladresh was always crowded, especially during holidays, and no holiday drew as many people to the capital as the 3-day-long Dawning Festival. But this close to the ceremony, many people were already at the Imperial Palace, where I was supposed to be.